Hey, it's Greg Milby, community storyteller for Kentucky's Heartland. This is my friend Tracy Schiller, retired police chief Tracy Schiller. Now he's just a community mogul. Is that an endearing term?
It's something like that, or just that old retired guy.
Nah, I like the community mogul, but you are heavily involved in a lot of different things, and I know one of the things that you have so much passion for is the Elizabethtown Police Foundation. So today we're kind of talking about the Police Foundation and kind of let people know what the Police Foundation is, but more importantly, we want to give you an opportunity to promote the 5 Whiskey Winners Raffle.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
So first of all, talk a little bit about the Elizabethtown Police Foundation. I've been a board member. Matter of fact, I think I was recruited by you and Ben LaRue.
That's absolutely
years
right.
ago.
Yeah, so you were one of the first board members as well.
Yeah, and then you, once you retired, it was a no-brainer that eventually you would end up on this board because of your love for the agency and what it means for our community.
Yeah, absolutely. You know.
So talk about the Police Foundation. What exactly does the Police Foundation do?
Yeah, so the foundation was formed with a mission to provide assistance, to the men and women of the police department that are providing service to us every day, and their families. So during critical incidents, when they need immediate response from someone, either financially or some other way, some kind of resource that normally might take a little time going through channels, we're there immediately to give them that assistance. And these, as everyone knows, policing is a dangerous job, and we've had our officers, that unfortunately, got in positions where they became injured and other issues have occurred because of their service to our community. And we wanted to be a key component in being able to step forward, give them and their family the help they needed to move past that critical incident and get back on the street helping us address crime.
And it's also given them the tools to be able to do their job. I know one of the original projects for the Police Foundation was K9.
That's right.
I remember years ago, Nico, I think
that's
was
exactly
his name.
Correct, yes.
So there was a large fundraising effort to raise money to purchase a K9, and we were able to do that, and that has continued on. But also, I guess, in training.
Yes.
There is a simulator that has been just amazing tool for them to be able to work on how they interact with the public.
Oh yeah, it's a fantastic tool. In fact, it's critical to, especially the issue of use of force, and that's a major conversation in the community across the nation right now, right?
Yes.
So this particular tool is scenario-based training that puts officers into a real-life situation that creates decision-making matrices for them to work their way through so they can assess situations, confront whatever threat there is, and then go through that process to arrive at the best level of control that they should put forward upon that individual or that incident. So it's really a great opportunity to see how the officers operate, for them to understand policy, for them to understand what the law says as regard to that, and also, most importantly, understand how to communicate properly to get people to come down a few notches so you don't have to go that extra step.
Yeah, I've had an opportunity to take part in that simulation. I didn't do so well. I mean,
How many did you shoot, Greg?
I was quick, and that's the one thing I think. And there were a lot of media that have taken part in that simulation to understand that. Until you're put in that situation, I think it's hard to really know how you would react to that.
You're absolutely right. Unfortunately, far too much of people's perception nowadays is generated by what they see on TV, programming and such, and that's so unrealistic as it relates to all of these things. So by putting someone through that, giving them the opportunity to go through that type of a simulation process, it really does give us that firsthand sense of what it really takes to be able to face a critical situation, to assess what it is, to make a decision. And I'm talking about in fractions of a second sometimes. So it's a great tool, and we're just proud as being a part of that foundation to be able to say we could really play a key role in the police department having that.
So with the 5 Whiskey Winners Raffle, by the way, tickets are available right now at give270.org. You can buy those, and the drawing date is coming up pretty soon. But as everybody always wants to know, where is the money going to go for? Well, it's going to go to the Police Foundation, but we're not necessarily sure what it's going to be used for yet, because just like with the K9, the need for the K9 and the need for the simulation system, that need just arose, and that's where the Police Foundation steps in to make that possible.
That's exactly right. Some projects are a little more foreseeable, but usually those are the ones that they can present in their budgets and get approval for. It's when these things come up that are unexpected. officers injured, incidents occur that's really impacted upon the families in many ways that they've needed some help with. Some type of event that's about to take place or has taken place that puts an extra demand on resources, right? So we're there to be able to provide that. And so, it's not just financial, it's also through support by bringing community members there to rally behind these officers and really show them that we appreciate what they do. Because it is a difficult job and they do a tremendous job out there, I think.
Well, the popularity of bourbon is, I've actually talked to some master distillers, and they believe we're not even in the middle of a bourbon boom, that we are on the front end of this bourbon boom. And it is very popular right now. And I know we have acquired some of the best bottles out there, a full set of Buffalo Trace Antique Collection.
Yes.
And then where some raffles end with the winner take all situation, not here.
Nope.
Second place, third place, fourth place, and fifth place are going to have a different selection of the Weller Wheated Bourbon that they're going to be able to take home.
And which is great. If you've not had it, you owe it to yourself if you can find it, to try it. So.
I think second place is the single barrel of the Weller. Third place is the CYPB of the Weller, and then we get into the foolproof. Foolproof as the fourth place, and then you get the antique, the Weller 12, and the Weller Special Reserve.
What a collection, right?
I mean that's a great prize in its own right.
Yes, it is.
And that's a fifth place prize out of this deal. So how do they get tickets, and how much are the tickets? Okay,
so Give 270, right? So a fantastic organization, and you know a lot about that, so I'll let you give the details. But that organization has really taken the lead on this, and they serve the community in a number of ways. So what they're doing is actually, conducting the raffle, and then they're going to contribute whatever the funds to the Police Foundation, which is an honor to get. And so the money coming in will go to the foundation. We'll put that in reserves, and we're going to use that to do several things. One, we'll address the needs of individual officers and families. We're going to talk about equipment needs, which are already in the throes of looking at a couple of projects with the police department at the moment. We're also going to look at some different trainings that are available. I'm not talking about ones just here in Kentucky, but in other parts of even the country that are the most up-to-date, progressive type of training that we can give for leadership, dealing with incidents on the street, and keeping officers safe. And we want to ensure that when those things become available, that our people get a shot at it. And money will go directly for those types of things.
So you need to buy a ticket. They're $100. And you can go to give270.org, and that information at the bottom of your screen right now. And the drawing will be live on YouTube. And so there'll be no funny business. Everything is on the up and up. The license number also listed on the screen right now, so you can see that it is the charitable gaming license is there. Everything is on the up and up, and it's going to be a great event. Somebody's going to walk away with some great bourbon, and the Elizabethtown Police Foundation is going to have a lot of money that they can use to help better the work of our local law enforcement agency.
Absolutely. And if you've ever had the opportunity to meet these officers, and I'm not talking about something bad's gone on in your life, but you've actually had a chance to sit and talk with them, you'll find out just how connected and how dedicated they are to serving this community. I've never seen anything like it. I've had the honor of serving with several different departments in my career, and I started in 1978, so it's been a few years.
A couple.
And I will tell you, without hesitation, I will say this is the finest department I've ever had the honor to serve with. And these people are fantastic people. Just tremendous integrity and that service-minded approach to everything they do. So anyway, this money will go directly to our ability to keep them at the highest level of operation they can be, because let's face it, our entire community wins when that happens, right?
I totally agree with that. And the Police Foundation board, it's an all-volunteer board, and the amazing thing about it is, I think as people have an interaction and get to know some of our law enforcement folks, whether the officers or their dispatchers or they work in the police department themselves, that once they get to know them and respect them, that's when they want to be a part of this board. And to me, to see you retire as the police chief, and when you see a chief retire, a lot of times they just kind of ride off in the sunset on this white horse.
Right.
You stayed in this community, and not only are you serving in other entities, but you are still serving the officers of the Elizabethtown Police Department by being on the board. So thank you for your dedication.
Well, thank you. It's an honor to have the opportunity, quite honestly. I love this community. In fact, it was funny, Greg, the day that I announced my retirement, the first question that I was asked was, "Are you going to move back to Louisville?" I said, "Well, why would I do that?" I mean, it doesn't take long to come into this community before you realize just how special it is.
Yeah.
You know. So
it's good.
Great to be here.
He's Chief Tracy Schiller. Always will be Chief, no matter what to me. And he's also a proud board member of the Elizabethtown Police Foundation. Again, give270.org, the website you go to buy those raffle tickets. Hurry, don't want them. There's only 2,000 tickets available. Once they're gone, they are gone. I'm Greg Milby, community storyteller, and this is Kentucky's Heartland.